Hello, everybody. This is Frankie Day for Frankie Day Models. Okay, for this beautiful Tuesday afternoon, I have for you the inbox review for the Trumpeter 1/200 scale RMS Titanic. I just got done now making the inbox review of it right now, and so I got that uploaded right now. It's ready to roll for you. And right now, as you see me, I'm working my Lancaster. I got watching Nigel and everybody else is building a new Lancaster they got. It got me kind of inspired and starting on mine. So what I'm doing right here is I started this a long time ago. This is the old Tamiya kit. Now the Tamiya kit, and this is the Mark One bomber, and also it comes with a option. Either you're gonna have the Mark Two or Three version, whatever they had. They got toothpick props like this model, like the one on the HK one, and they get the paddle blade props for this one here too. No options on the Hong Kong models. This thing here is not too far along for it to be completed. I got to do some touch-up painting. Well, mostly I just got to add a wash. I like to add a wash at the bottom of that, tone down to black. I add a little bit of blue in that black, and I got to complete the canopy. I masked that canopy down myself and everything. The kit gives you a painted one like this already, but I still got that. I didn't use that. This is one unpainted that comes with the kit. So they give you two canopies. Option, hey, for a bonus, we'll throw in a painted cockpit. Save yourself some time. Save that for something else. That's how they thought. It works pretty well. It works for me, works for everybody. A lot of people don't, they want to shine away not using the painted ones because they don't know how the camouflage is going to go. So at least you know where the camo is going to go. It's going to go. The camo on this airplane here was done with this cockpit temporary glued in place using Arlene's tacky glue. This stuff here, just add a little dabble on there and it sticks to it. It won't come off when you paint it. When you get done, just pop the canopy off and trim off the glue on there. You're good to go for the second try for the permanent installation. So I got to put the blister windows on the side. I got on the side here. I got the turrets. I got the dorsal turret in there. I got the nose turret and the tail gun turret's got to be completed and painted. And they give you in this baggie here. They give you the crew members for your Lancaster. They got uh, they got an officer right there, standing up, waving his hat, and I think they got the pilot too. Man, I don't have my pilot. Where the heck did he go to? Well, I guess I won't get no pilot this one. These are the wrong figures. I've lost my pilots. Oh, where could they be? I don't have a clue. I guess I don't get none. This came up that Betty. I kept looking at. Wait a second now. Those are Japanese dudes right there. That came off my Tamiya 148 scale Betty bomber. I don't know. I got to lounge around and see if I can find them, but that's not important. The important is it's all done. All I got to do is just complete the canopy. Probably add a wash of white at the bottom of this thing, bring up the details. I fixed a couple clear pieces on this thing. It's all painted night black. I added some blue to it at the bottom. Oh yeah, I gotta add the bombs too. I got the kit box laying over there I took out. I think I'll look around there and maybe find that pilot figure I have. So bombing doors are open. This is how it's going to be in the HK model, same way. I freehand the camo, like I always do in all my British planes. I don't use worms or sausages. For 148 scale, this thing is still big. So I got the link out right now. I'm going to go ahead and work on it and finish it up and put it away. Up there in my storage shed would be nice and safe. Then I'm going to start on my HK model. I should have this thing done by tonight. All I got to do is that, finish up the decals, add a wash on the bottom of it, and tone it down a little bit here and there, and finish up the canopy, and she's gone. She's done. And I got to put the dorsal turrets on. They're being assembled already. It's got to paint them, assemble them, and I'll get them all done. And it'll be finished. But now I go ahead and start working my Hong Kong models. I can get that going. If I get a couple of videos of that out. Okay, and that's all I got going right now on this thing. So that's why you see this Lancaster right here, because I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up, make a comparison build, see which kit looks the best, or just look at it. Comparison 49 years later. Okay, we're gonna take the camera, we're gonna swing it around, and we're gonna take a look at the inbox view outside in the shed out there, and then we'll watch the Titanic video I got for you out there, inbox view, and get back to me and finish up the video. Okay, take it away, buddy. Get yourself some popcorn, peanuts, wherever you need out there, hot dogs, it don't matter. Snack, beverage, whatever. It's going to be a long video. So please enjoy, and I hope I did a good job for you. So far, my videos are improving a little bit, not much, but I don't know. That's just me. I'm pretty ridiculous for myself. Okay, enough chatter. Let's get going. These guys want to see the Titanic, Frank. Not your mouth. Let's go. Bingo. Hello, everybody. This is Frankie Day for Frankie Day Models. Okay, this is Frankie Day inside the shed. Okay, guys, look, clawing around. Okay, this is going to be an inbox review for my new Trumpeter 1/200 scale RMS Titanic, as you can see right here. This thing is too macho, too big to make an inbox review of this thing, or even construct it alone inside that trailer there. And here, I got plenty of room. I got a table here I made here. I got insulation on the wall that I'm putting up here. I'll get this all done. I'll get it more like Frankie Day's workshop here. I got a lot of stuff here. It'll probably, I got a lot of work to do in here, because it's going to start getting warming up pretty soon. I'm going to start getting some stuff done, so I can start building some good things in here. I got plenty of room in here. I got another one just like this behind here. I got one over next to me. I got whatever it takes to keep my things, children. Whatever it takes just to keep my life's work. Okay, getting back to the Titanic, of course. I bought this puppy. Oh, I would say probably about a good week ago. I went and checked my finances, my bank. I got plenty of money in there. I'm doing fine. And so what the heck, Frank? Well, just go out and get something out of Titanic. Get yourself one, because you know I like to at least have one of these. There's so many of these on eBay, and so many of these on YouTube, and so many of these all over the place. It's a very expensive kit, guys. There's no expense of getting around this thing. The only cheapest way you can get this model, it'll cost you about $438. No, it'll be $438. $8 shipping away from China. But you got to wait 4 to 6 weeks for it to come to your home. If you get the patience and save money at the same time, more power to you. But if those that don't have patience want to buy a model and get it now, that's it. That's what people go for nowadays, is instant gratification. Okay, I got this. I was messing around on eBay. I got me some fittings for my Billings kit, the CSS, not CSS, what is it, gosh, I don't know, it's the Sea Adler. It's Felix von Wapner's famous raider of the First World War. It looks like the Bark Eagle. It's a Billings kit. So I got some fittings for that I ordered. That I didn't order. I actually won on a bid, so I got those coming in. Then I sold Titanic on here. and I checked Amazon. I checked other places. They're sky high. Then as I was ordering those fittings for my Seattler, I saw this on eBay. This came all the way from Italy. It's from Shock Hobbies or something like that. They wanted $484 for it. I could have got cheaper than the Chinese route. Other ones are $500, $600, $700 on that. By the time I got to pay the shipping of this thing and the tax out the door into my domain here, it ran me $442. So like I say, guys, there's no escape from expense in this thing. This thing's a very expensive model. I can see why. And I've been watching a lot of stuff on YouTube, but I mean, this thing is covered with aftermarket parts. If you want to get aftermarket parts of this thing, like I mentioned on the final reveal last night for my float plane, this here is a money sucker. It'll get you buying this, buying that, because they got Chinese 3D prints on Facebook. You can get aftermarket parts from there. This kit gives you everything you want to build this model. Photo etch, plenty of it. But for those who want a little more, that's what the aftermarket comes in. The resin and photo etch and brass. Okay, this is a big model, as you can see. Now I can see the monitor pretty good from here where I'm at, where the camera's located, which is pretty good. That camera's located probably about maybe as big as this Titanic, 5 feet away from me. Okay, we're going to pop the box off this thing. We're going to look at this thing. This thing is a colossal kit. It's big. As you can see, it's almost as big as I am. Okay, we're going to take this, put it over here on the side, gentlemen. You're greeted with, here's the bill I got from Italy. That's all my paperwork that I received. And thank you, Alfonso. Okay, this is the, they give you the LED instruction guide. This thing is pictorial, teaches you everything. My brother's seen this, oh wow. And he's got a lot of LEDs laying around. And I showed him the package that they give you on the kit. I don't know if that camera picks it up here. The lighting system here is kind of weird a little bit. But until I get used to it, it'll be fine. You get a good idea. These just a brief. It shows you how to do it. It's pretty quite simple. It requires a soldering iron, of course. My brother says, I'll do all the soldering and wiring for you, Frank. I said, good, you got the job. So this will be a two-man operation. Then my brother popped the question to me, you going to make an RC job out of this thing? I don't know, Mike. I told him, I really don't know. A model this big, I don't know. I'm getting too old. I'm not going to go live fast and die old and everything else. I'm trying so I'm going to make a static model out of this. This will go to my place of business where I work at. And of course, like they give you more stuff, this is more suck in the money stuff I'm talking about. They got a special detail up set they make. They're about $200 a box right there. I already sought that out already. Too much money, boys. The only time old Frankie Day do the full Monty on a model like this is if this goes to a museum or if it goes for a client. And that's when you got to put the extra wazoo to it. Make it look like $1 million. Here's the color callouts. We all know the color callouts of RMS Titanic. Everybody was born with Titanic. Everybody knows. This thing here is just more or less, they go with the hobby model paint system they use. Of course, there's others systems in here too as well. They got Vallejo, which is excellent. Model Master's out of the game. I don't know why they put that there, unless they make it and they sell it somewhere else out here. But I haven't seen any here in the USA since they quit selling the stuff. Went out of business. That was about years ago. Tamiya we have. Humbro's going out. We don't have too much Humbro no more. Here in the hub shops I go to, they got a lot of Tamiya paint, and they got a lot of Vallejo, and they got acrylicon paint or something, I don't know, and Mr. Hobby. They're all numerical right here. So Everybody knows the color of the Titanic. Now for the instructions right here. Typical Trumpeter instructions. There's actually 62 steps to complete this model. On the 62nd step, this is what it looks like. Well, let's paint. It's got the stand on there. I would highly suggest, stand is your choice, it's okay. But if you elect to use this as a display piece, that'd be fine. But handle this model because it's huge, because you got to pick this thing up because it's big. You're dealing with something that's almost 5 feet long and it requires a lot of movement. So I'll make a homemade cradle for this thing. Like I saw one fellow did it. He did an excellent job just to use 1/4-inch foam board strips and glue them in there and make a little foam on there, or you just make some kind of a cradle right there, guys. So you can use these as templates right here. Make it out of foam, or you make it out of wood if you wish, or something. Whatever you want to make an artificial cradle for this thing, or go ahead and use this. If you say, well, I got all this stuff to make this stuff with, that's fine, dandy. What you can do is build the stand as indicated right here on the instruction here, pictorial view here. You can lay a paper towel over it, or a nice soft towel over that, and the weight of the ship will push down on the towel on top of the stand here. It'll form its own little cushion like that. It'll keep it from scratching. What you try to do is not to scratch that paint out there. You got that terracotta or red oxide paint that they use at the time. I mean, it's going to scratch that stuff off. So try to avoid scratches. The best way to do is just put a goddamn towel over the stand here, or make yourself a makeshift one out of foam or something. Okay. A lot of stuff here. Now for reference material, I highly suggest the best thing to get is a book by Jack Eaton and Robert Haas called Anatomy of a Titanic. It has everything on the Titanic. It has deck plans, has oodles of pictures like these, millions of them. And believe you me, real pictures do a lot more justice than pictures on the internet of somebody building a model. Because they once too were researching it out, and that's their formula of this research. We got next page. We got the parts list of everything, decks, hull. You got all these sprues. You got photo etch in here. You decals, everything. As you guys see in the cameras, that's what you see on. It's going to be in the kit. I want a little bit more light in here, fellas. Excuse my back for a second. Yeah, a little better now. Yeah. The next page is the construction phase, I believe. Yeah. Here's the hull. The hull requires cleaning up. Turn that baby upside down. You got molding plugs there where this thing was molded at from the molds, and sand that stuff down and sand that hull down real smooth as the baby drop. And after that, take this thing. If you can pick it up, take it to a sink or something where you can take some Joy soap or Palmolive soap or Dawn soap's my favorite. Comes in a big blue bottle. You give it a nice warm bath, get all that goddamn gel oil out there because it's going to affect your paint, your primers too. Something about the release agents they use in there interferes with the paint. Because like if you don't do it, you go ahead and paint this thing. Time you take the tape off, you're going to pull out that paint out the hull and go, oh boy. And believe me, we got a $500 to $700 model right here. You don't want to go that route. So the main thing is do this thing a good bath, keep all that goddamn release agent oil out there till it's nice, and then give it a prime job. Let that prime dry, then go ahead and apply your painting. And there's your decks right there. They make a deck set for this thing, about $200 I think it is. So choice of the decks, engraving on the decks on here are excellent. All it takes is a nice good teak deck paint. I'll let it dry, and add some gloss over it. Let it dry 24 hours to come back when it's nice, aroma free and dry. Go back with a wash and bring up the planks. A lot of these guys, like I say, there's always stuff out there to supersede something, to speed up the assembly quicker, fellas, and detail out the model. Like I say, there's nothing in this model here to give you a complete kit without fuss. So the decks are optional. You can buy those, but I may go that route myself. I really haven't built this thing yet. And here's the wing screws that go on. Now, talk about wing screws. Now the center screw, we all know that's driven in from the turbines, always from the steam from the engines. The center screw is controversy. The center screw was either a 4-blade or a 3-blade. Now kit gives you 4 screws. They give you 2. They give you one left-hand, one right-hand screw, and they give you your middle screw, which runs on the turbine. It's a 3-blade. Some people say the 4-blade, as you see on the photos, is on the Olympic, and the 3-blade is on the Titanic. Now that's a big if right there, a big question mark. So it doesn't matter if you put the 3-blade on there or the 4-blade on there. It's going to be right or wrong, so you can't win for losing. So more research is available right there. And right here is your deck walls, your side superstructure walls. Inside the superstructure walls, you got photo etch. Almost like how Tom models work or Rowan Perry's gold medal models. They have a photo etch window set that you can send away for. They got the window set included in the PE in this model. So those little pieces right there, the PE right there, you're going to be painted first brown and put it across your window openings. Be very careful not to smear that white paint because you got brown on there after you apply cement. So you got more PE, you got PE going on here. The same thing is done on the boat deck, deck E, the superstructure of the promenade decks, and also the boat decks and everything. They got all PE going on in there, as you can see. Right here you got PE for the ladderways that go down to the decks. And you got I got the dome opening there. Clear domes that fit in there, your skylight that is. Now, there is a PE dome set that you can buy. I just found that out. I ain't gonna go there. It's a nice touch. I got a better way, because I look at that dome, it's got recessed lines on there. All you gotta do is paint black on it and wipe it off. And all those lines there will soak up all that paint, and there you go, you got your frame right there. Or if you're gonna go PE route, that's fine. I imagine that's around $50, $60 maybe, I don't know. Like I say, the more you buy in this thing, the more money you're putting into it. The only way I go to full mounting is something like this. If this is paid for by somebody, they want me to build it. And I will use everything I can to make this model as good as I can as they expect it to be. Since I'm an old school old FUD, my hands are my skills make up for all that PE. Okay. Decks are on, you got all the fittings on there, you got roller shocks, spare leads. You got the auxiliary anchors, you got the you got your anchors on there, you got 3 anchors. You got the bower anchor, it fits on the bower well right there, where old Jack and Rose were going at it, at the jack staff. And hatch covers. You got your anchor crane. Got your catwalk, the catwalk, which is the grill, which goes around the bower well. And anchor chains, too. And fittings. A lot of those. We'll get to the good part, guys, in a few minutes here. I don't know how much battery power, but this thing charged up all night long. It should have about a good hour. Okay. Poop deck, same thing. You got bits, cleats, open chocks, closed chocks, spare leads. You got vents. You got bases for your boat, for your cargo cranes. This is a big model, children. So don't be bashful to stick your hands in this thing. There's a lot of parts in this thing. But really, there's not that many parts. It's just the time and the patience. And the biggest problem is in this thing is, like anything, is planning on how to construct this thing. Is it radio control, or drill out all the portholes in the hull, which is a lot of those. 1,500 of them, I think it was. That's how much I counted on my Intex Titanic I built, my Minicraft one. Okay, we went back to the boat deck, also the officers' quarters overhead. That's where those big old domes fit at. It shows you there. You got fittings down below, which are all vents, and you got your motors too, your winch motors on there. Yeah. Such a nice day outside, guys. It truly is. Oh, okay, there's more of it of the same. We got the compass tower fits up there. That's photo etch. So all these steps require PE. So they're very simple. Just take your time. You got all your railings you can put on there and stuff. Here's your funnels. Like Midwest Models, they built one. He's building one for his client. Doing an excellent job, he is. They got these funnel wraps now. Plus you wrap these funnels around. Like first of all, you got to sand all the stuff off there so it's smooth as a baby's ass. Then you wrap around the funnels with this wrapping because it's got really subtle rivets in there. And you got a little hole you drill in, make eyelets where your guy wires go down to the deck. A lot of work, a lot of PE in there, a lot of PE here too. I'm not going to go that route. Okay, next page. The funnels are all installed. You got more fittings, you got more ladder ways. It goes up to the forecastle deck, up to the A deck. And you got more fittings on here. This thing does not show you how to rig, no rigging instructions in this thing at all. That's one thing I noticed. So you're on your own there, children. There's plenty out there to rig this thing with. Those are your boat Davids. The Waldron Davids they use. They crank. They're still using it. During my time when I was in the Navy, we used them a lot. And there's all your Waldron Davids. Excuse me. Are constructed, and also you can see over here where they're completely assembled. Okay, we're about the end of this construction manual, children. Everything else is just photo etch coming into town. Nothing right home here. Just go ahead and put your railings on there. Very straight and forward. You guys have a beautiful Titanic. You're completing it now, children. There you go. You got your cargo cranes. There's PE going on there too. Yeah, the cargo cranes are PE. So don't be bashful. That's a good touch. And magic. You just built the Titanic. Okay, I'll back off about a couple paces. I hope you guys see pretty good. So far, what I've done is kind of up close, but over here is distance. I can see pretty good from here. Okay, now I got to do this. I opened this up before and looked at this bad boy. Here she is, boys. Five feet of loveliness. Beautiful. This is wonderful. I'm going to drill up those portholes. These portholes are different sizes. I saw one guy, he was drilling them out with a Dremel tool. I go, my God, he's going to make those holes bigger and bigger and bigger. He's going to melt all that plastic out. There's a stern section right here. Now, back here, the stern plating, they call this the knuckle back here. In the Navy, we call this a knuckle with a champagne stern and the Titanic had. To make that knuckle, you got hull plates that are completely annealed and formed across here to form the knuckle. You got other pieces that lock it in. But they didn't incorporate that on the Titanic. So that's the first thing that Nigel's modeling bench showed, that that's the inaccuracy of this kit. I ain't gonna let it worry me. If I'm really that critical about it, I can use cardstock if I wish to, or I can use use a straight ruler, metal ruler, use a butt end of a good saw knife, or make it. I'm not going to go there. And also, there's a few portholes here too, about 4 of them I think they left out. They got to be drilled in. So make sure you draw a nice, good, strong pilot line across here. The one's got to be straight. Make sure it's the conjunction with the pilot portholes here. They've got to go around. It's back here. You got 4 portholes they're shy of. That's another thing too. And also you got it back here at the knuckle of the champagne of the stern. I hope that camera picks it up, guys. You got your portholes here. The way they were molded in, they're molded in at a different angle. Don't go that way, go this way. You can be very careful. Start out with a very small drill bit, a very small drill, then follow up with the regular drill that fits that hole. There's about 3 types of drills you can need for this thing. This thing's got a lot of portholes. On the bottom of the keelson, you got a flash here, you got a ding, you got a flash here. That's got to be sanded and removed. Right here too, and right here too, and right over here on the skag. Right here on the skag's got to be sanded. You see the little nubs right there where they release from the lobe? Just sand down with wet and dry sandpaper. Nice and sand, then prime. But before you prime anything, like I say, wash this hull down. Because believe you me, it'll save you a lot of headache. Because if you don't, like I said a while ago, if you don't wash the hull down, children, what's going to happen is, after you paint it, you're going to pull that tape off and whoop, there goes all your paint. It's got nothing, no grab ass. It's got nothing for it to stick to. That's because the primer ain't sticking to the plastic. That's why you can clean up all these release agent on you. It may look clean, but it's not clean. Okay. That's the mighty bow of it. The hull. It's big, guys. This thing is it's no joke. Okay, let's try that with the this box here is box B. This box B consists of these screws. Boy. Okay. Inside this foam is the stand base. They see it. You can see that going through the foam here. And these are the base of your stand. This is where your hull fits on top of here. This through here. These are skylights for the engineering department inside this screw bag right here. That's for all your, from funnel number 2, that's for all your steam piping goes down there to the skylight, to the engineering skylight. This right here looks like, that's your top of your library, not your library, but the second class entrance building. 2 pieces inside this piece of this plastic bag here. Okay, moving on. Alrighty then, now here's a stand they give you. The cradles that fit on top of here go to the stand here. That's not a bad piece of stuff here. It really isn't. I'll keep this. And you got an opening right there. I imagine that's where you pass your wiring through. Yeah. So there's your base right here. I see nothing wrong with it. People have other ideas. Okay, this is your promenade deck sidewalls here. This is a big SOB, this thing is. Those portholes are big. It takes all kinds of different drill bits, guys. It's got to be done by hand. I'm not going to dare do what that one guy did with a Dremel tool. Because I was watching, one hole got bigger than the other one. The first thing he starts cleaning the plastic off it, and damage has already been done. So you got to watch that stuff. It's hard to get a variable, a slow variable speed drill nowadays. So that's why no pen vise comes in handy, you know. Okay, this is top of your, where your boat deck goes on top here. What I like about this, everything's all assembled for you. All you gotta do is just add your windows on there. The paint scheduling thing is very, very, very simple. We all know the color schedule of this thing. And painting this thing is wonderful. See these big old recessed lines in here? Not recessed, but these big old walls in here. This is where your tape for your LEDs fit through here. So that's how they're mounted on there. Okay, last sprue in here. You got your wing screws right here. They come in halves, so you got they come in pairs. One set here, and the rudder. Now, somebody mentioned on there that the rudder's inaccurate. I don't know. It looks like a schooner type rudder to me, like a clipper ship, and that's what the Titanic was. That was the worst design they did on the Titanic. Putting a rudder that size, that type of rudder on there. Now here's the screws. Here's your right hand, left hand screws that goes on your wing screws. Right here is your center screw. Right here's your center screw. Here's a 3-blade right there. This you get the research shot. They say this was on the Olympic and this one's on the Titanic. I don't know. That's what they got research there for. So selection's up to you to choose whatever you want to do. I will get there myself before I do anything on this thing. Alright, what came out of this box is this. This is lastly, port of call flags, draft markers, lifeboat numbers, and everything else. This decal. Okay, we'll put everything back into where it came from. So far, guys, I'm really enjoying this thing. Wonderful. Put over here. I got plenty of room out here. This is where I'm going to be building that out here. Next box is a big box. This was box A. And box A, I don't know what contains in here, is old Chinese to me. So we're going to find out together what box A is. Come on out. Boy. What am I doing here? I don't know what, I'm grabbing the wrong box. Come on out, will ya? Boy. There we go. Okay, out of box A, you got 2 neatly wrapped sprues here. There are 2 in each bag. And all wrapped up in foam. These are all your top of your lifeboats. And you got vents in there, and these are all your dead fittings. You got cowling vents, and also you got your shutter vents in there. And these are identical sprues. Yeah, these are all machinery parts. Bollards, fair leads, bits, tops of your lifeboats. And this sprue is the same thing. So both these, you got 4 sprues, 2 in each bag. and they're duplicates. You can see from the light penetrating through what they are. You can see the light bolts on here, and everything else is just bollards and parts of your ventilation system. Okay. Okay, here's more sidewalls coming up. This is probably the conclusion of the sidewalls I showed you. The promenade walls. This is a go down. I can tell what shape. This is your bow portion of these of your promenade deck walls here, and they all been drilled out except the portholes. Now, I think big models, so make sure you get a good set of drills. Make sure they match quite well, and hook up to a pen vise and just drill away, and give your hand a little rest a little bit. Do about 3 hours a day of this thing. You have done in about a couple of days. You should have all the portholes all done in this thing. Okay, this through here consists of the bridge area in your officer's quarters. There's a big bridge right there. And it's got PE going on here too. These are all your officer quarters, superstructure walls. This goes here where the couples tower goes at. That should be the lounge room, first class lounge. Yeah. Man, this thing is one massive beast. Okay. Okay, this sprue contains 2 sprues in here. They get inside of your funnels. You get your funnel casings going here. Here's your funnel casings, and you got more of those lifeboats in there too, as you can see. More lifeboat covers in there. That's the top of your lifeboats. The structural framing of the lifeboats, and more. You got your cranes, you got your winches, and you got your tops of your funnels, your funnel casings in here. You got more of your covers, top of your wood area, fits the top of your whaleboats. And you got whaleboats in there too. So the whaleboats there also. Right in here. Top. Wow. Ain't that this kit don't have. Matter of fact, that bag I just showed you, this is the same one. It's come out right now. This is the same thing. You got more see. Yep. You got lifeboats. You got your lifeboats on top there. You got your wooded area there where the lifeboats fit on top, where it fits the top of your lifeboat. You got more ventilation, cowling vents. You got more fair leads. You got more funnel casings on here. It's an individual bag, which is good. Keeps from breaking parts. And a lot of ventilation here too. There's more or less a lot of steam jackets in there too. But that goes up to your forecastle area. Very, very, very finesse. Very fine. So you got 2 baggies of the same thing. This here's your decks. Here's your well decks. Yeah. Yeah, there's no wood in here. These are not, yeah, your well decks. Once your hull is all prepared and ready done, you glue those down there at the bottom of your hull and aft to the bottom of your hull. These are your well decks. And there's no planking on this either. This is weird. I don't understand why they didn't put the planking on here. I got confused with the Intex or mini crab kit. I know where this goes. It goes way down below there, the top, and the other one fits on top. Yep, that's how it goes. Okay, lastly, you got one more sprue in here. It too is wrapped up in foam. No, we got 2 more in there. I'll grab those 2 bad boys right there where it's there. Okay, this sprue here contains an electric ventilation system right here. That goes on top of your deck houses. That's your ventilation. It has a big old screen that goes across here, fits here. And you got more of those winches right here. These are all ventilation. All your cowling fit on top here. These are electric motors, because the Titanic, what was the unique thing about the RMS Titanic was it superseded the Lusitania and Mauritania is that they had electric ventilation system on the Titanic. On the Mauritania and Lusitania, it was all by inertia, by force of the wind, the force of the ship. This here inside this baggie here is you got your mast. The mast of the ship, foremast, the mainmast, anchor crane in there. And it looks like to me you also got the bilge kill maybe in there too. Yeah, you got bilge kills. No, you got your mast, anchor crane, top crown on top of your funnels, and you got that that grill that goes across the bow anchor well. Steam pipes that go to your funnels. The side here. I like the way they do this. It protects all these parts from getting broken. If they never done this, this whole baggie would be full of broken parts, and you just be at the wit's end. You wouldn't know where to start to fix them. Okay, put that in there. Put this in here. Put everything back where I got it. We got more to come, children. This is going to be a long interview. A long review, I should say. Excellent. Okay, you came out of that box, going back in the box, going back closing it. Okay, this is box C. Hell, box C is really easy to get open. They're almost as tight as a darn welder's wallet. This is box C. The contents in here is all in Chinese. I don't know, but we're going to find out together. Okay, I know what this is now. Okay. Box C contains the poop deck, and you also have the inner superstructures around the poop deck with third-class general population room exits. This is a general population room entry doors that goes in into the back of your stern of your poop deck. Takes you down to third-class passengers down there. Where you all gather. There's the forecastle deck. And the same thing here with third-class population entrance. This old third class, they're allowed to free to go. If they need any fresh air, they're allowed to go on the well deck. They can't go any further. Because they got people watching them. Every move they make sure they don't mingle with second-class and first-class people. These decks are excellent here. That's the sound of well-scribed decks. I'll give it a good dusting of light paint. Don't paint entirely. Just give a little dusting of teak wood paint. Let it dry, and go back and finish up the painting on it. Let it dry. Then you airbrush some gloss on it. Let it dry 24 hours. Goes rumble-free. Then put your wash on there. That's if you want to paint it. If not, there's wooden decks out for it. There is. I may go that route myself. Something this big does need a lot of attention to it. Make it a lot better than what it is. Here I am. I feel like I'm joining the world of hypocrisy right now, so I'm not going to do that. But this deck, since it's there, and you can use it, it's good. I can see you use the decks. I may just hold the deck for this thing. Okay, this little baggie right here. This is your fourth funnel casing. Superstructure right here. This baggie right here. And back here, this is where the there's an elevator that goes all the way down. This goes with second class entry is at. A lot of people enter in that direction. And this right over here, you got more deck deck superstructures in there. I know what that is. That goes up to the goes aft. That was the general locker for the bosun locker. Yeah. Judging a circle right there, it's probably a skylight opening there or something. I don't know. But this is a deck house. It was aft. Oh yeah, I know that piece. Yep, this piece here, it fits up in here. Okay. And these baggies here on the funnels, they got 2 in each bag. Now, when it comes to constructing these funnels, make sure they go in order like what they're supposed to. It's probably indicated in the plan, because you remember on the funnels, they go up, they sweep up. So you don't want the sweep of the funnels cockeyed or different locations where you pull it out. Real bad. So there they are. Now, 3D China's got one of these things all in 3D. It's got all the steam pipes, all the ladder weights, everything molded up. You're talking about a delicate piece of resin. You breathe on it the wrong way, it will disintegrate before your eyes and you'd be mad. So right here, these are good enough for me. And there's location holes too where your guide wires go through there. These 2 spools here, they're individually wrapped. This is your first class lounge over, deck over. This is where your compass tower fits at. And that too has got those beautiful superstructure molded in. When you add those PE parts, nice, real nice. I think that's where the library is at too, first class library. Same thing is treated there too. You got these little tracks here. See these little tracks? This is where the LED strips fit at. You fit flush set of tape in there, because it's already done for you. All you do is hook them up electrically. That'd be my brother's job. He's pretty good at electricity stuff. Okay. This is the officer's quarter. Overhead. Over deck over. On the officer's decks. Superstructure's all molded in. Like I say, I had your PE in there. You're there, boys and girls. This here is deck's real nice. All molded in, beautiful. Up here, nice, wonderful. And this goes over your bridge right here. Wonderful in the house. All this wonderfulness is done for you. Man, I wish they had stuff like this about 50 years ago, children. Can you imagine what we had today if they had stuff like this 50 years ago? Okay, well, we'll say that for last. Okay, now. Very neatly in here, these are your domes. These are your domes that fit. Can't even see nothing in there, can you? Anyway, you got those glass domes they go over, and they already got framework inside there already that they're recessed. That way you slap paint on like that and wipe the paint off at those recessed lines that already got to receive the paint on there, and guess what happens? You got nice frames. That'll save you money buying a dome kit. I go back in the box. Okay. Out of that box right here we got frets. All PE. These are dual, you got 2 right here. You got one on this side and one on this side. These contain all your windows. And here's your coal chute over outriggers. That's where they hang out the outriggers and they load in the chutes to the coal bunkers. They got tackle that fits on these outriggers. They swing these outriggers out, and they got tackle on there, and they load up all the chutes up, hook up to the pole bunker, to the coal bunkers. And you've got all your ventilation. These you even got benches too. They give you. So imagine they give you all kinds of benches here. And you got all your cargo cranes right here. There's all your ladders. They're on there. And these fit around your funnels where your guy wires hook up to the deck. The same thing on this side. So you got 2 frets of each. What I'm saying is you got duplicates. You got 2 frets in this little baggie right here. They're duplicate. The same thing. Here's another one, duplicate, just like the other one was. It's got 1 here, 1 in the back. So you get 2 frets in each envelope here. These are the same ones I just showed you a while ago, so duplicate. Now, here's your anchor chain for your anchors. They give you in the kit, it's in a package. You gotta be kidding me. It looks out of scale right there a little bit. I can do better than that. And here is your railings. You gotta be very, very careful. One thing about Trumpeter's rail bits, they're pretty strong. They're not really soft like Lauren Perry's and Tom Models Works and others out there. So you got how many frets? You got 1 fret in there in the anchor chain. And you got more railings in here. And the back side, you got your outlines that goes up to your form and main mast. Your ladder ways. Here's your compass tower. This looks like your running lights going across here. Here's your grill to the bower anchor. Yeah. Okay, now we got one longitudinally long. I smile, that's probably the boat deck. A deck. The hell? Okay, there we go. We'll make sure it goes in good, way close to it. This is box D. Box D don't need an explanation. We all know what that is. So if you all know what it is, we're going to take a look at it anyway. Man, there's a weight to this. Oh. Okay, here's your decks. The D deck right here. That's about a good meter long. No, that's your boat deck right here. My apologies. No. That's your D deck. That's your palm day deck where it goes up. Yeah, that's what it is. And you still got all those little tracks there. See those tracks goes across there? That's where all your LEDs go at. And I think this is your boat deck here. Yep. I think so. This is your boat deck. Let's see. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is your boat deck here. Here's the boat deck right here. Here's your A deck right here. You still got those longitudes. You can see where the tape goes across here. Right across over here. You can see it right across here. Right there. It just fits right nice. You pull up backing out that tape and it fits, or your LEDs fit across there. Well, those are your exterior decks. You'd be saying 3 comes out of that box. But they got to be, they can't be, will be seen. Take care of that after the video. Now lastly, and this box contains electronics. This is your LED set. Now imagine the first ship of the Titanics they made didn't come with this. You had to order this separately. That probably explains why the cost is so much. Every time they put something into it, they add more money to the cost of the kit itself. But anywho, I'm happy. I'm happy I got one of these. They're neatly wrapped in this bubble plastic here. There's a USB port right here. There's a battery that I think is probably 9 volts, I think it is. Inside this baggie here is aluminum foil, is your lighting system. This is all that tape right there I was talking about. It's all roll. It looks like a pinstripe tape roll, like Vitamin Timmy or AutoZone. It's, you guys seen it before. And you pull off the backing on that, the sticky part, you stick it on the part that needs to be lifted up. Other things down here consist of LEDs. Also, you got your sockets that you got to hook up to your connectors. They all got to be connected up. There's all your connectors here. Each one of those systems that you hook up, you got to be connected. And I don't see a kernel board here, but we'll get to that when I build the model. So I got all this right here, guys. This is what you get when you buy this Titanic. And the bonus of it is, you know, and can will do better. Aftermarket companies all over this thing. There's nothing that has not been done on this thing yet. Nothing. Nothing. You got modelers like ourselves that are really involved in 3D printing or making money out of guys like us who need parts that supersede better what you get in the kit. But I'm very grateful what I got here. My hands are skilled, I'm old, and I don't need to impress nobody, not even myself. And I'm going to build this my way, like everybody does, build their way. But I will consider in buying a wooden deck for this thing. I can see how much it runs me. If not, I'll just go ahead and do the old Frankie Day method. I'll paint it. So that's what comes out, all these contents. You get this beautiful looking hull that comes out. And it's oh, man, what a piece of magic this thing is. Man, you cannot help loving something like this. If I stand this thing on the stern, I'm 5'5". Well, this thing's 5'4" something maybe. Well, that's how tall it is. Almost up to my chin. It's big. No matter how you slice the dice or fat the apple pie, it's big. And I would not recommend a novice to play with something, get something like this. It's very, very expensive. A lot of small parts. Anybody who buys something like this for a toddler wants to be a model builder, without supervision and let them have it, it's foolhardy. So you don't want to go there. If I had a son, he wanted one of these, I wouldn't leave this or him out of my sight when it comes to building. I'll sit there and help him, be a good father, like all those had good daddies that helped us one time. And they always helped us a lot too. I know my father's helped me a lot. He sure has. That's how I learned my model building from my dad. This thing right here. I'll knock that thing over. That butt closed down. Oh hell no, it's not. Put it away. Oh, she's in there now. Perfect. Yep, this is a very nice model, guys. You know, it's like anything. You get out of it what you think, what you want, you know, and if you want to put some money into it, it's there. Yep. Oh boy. Yeah, this is a very nice model, guys. I'm gonna build this in here. I'm not gonna do it now. I mean, I got a lot of work I gotta do. I got stuff I gotta finish up before I get started. I'm not gonna get started in this until I get my workshop table all done, get some of these models positioned and everything. Get them straightened out in here. And I have a nice big tablecloth. I got a lot of wood here. I got big old timber here I can use. And so this year is Titanic going to be a futuristic product. I will start this year. I will build this year. I don't know when, but it's coming soon. The more I look at it, the more I want to get started on it. But I don't want to get too crazy because I got things to do. I want to finish up that Helldiver. I got that Tamiya Lancaster I bought out last night. And I'm thinking about making a comparison build. After I finish up that Lancaster, I'll start working on my new HK 148 scale Lancaster, and the build will see what's what. And I got the Lancaster I got came with two canopies. It came with a painted one and an unpainted one. So I'm going to save the unpainted one to put it in my Hong Kong model box in case if I decide to want, I can use that. And follow Nigel's suggestion how he got his looking good. You just got to figure things out. You got to. That's how you do it. That's what modeling is all about. It's more than slapping this together, slapping that together, throw some paint on, and voila, you're done. And it's just a lot of planning you got to do. Same thing in this big monstrosity, big Titanic. Even navigation lights, they got port and starboard lights of red and green on there. Wow. That thing is one fantastic model, guys. I got no room for bitching on this thing. Also, one thing I didn't like about it a while ago is, what was it? I thought it was kind of cheesy. That anchor chain. Yeah. Hobby Lobby has all kinds of anchor chain there. They got oodles of it, children. Oodles of it. And they got plenty. Different sizes. I got a whole strong box full of chaining. All my rigging gear got chains, so and use that for that. Now for the rigging, there's no rigging instructions at all on this thing. I don't know why they didn't include a rigging plan other than the color fold out. It has no locations of where you put your guy wires on the boat deck, but I haven't found them yet, but I will. When I get to it, we're all going to figure out together how to do what. A model this big requires a lot more detail to it because it's bigger. The bigger the model should add more detail to it. Small models, you only put so much into it, that's it. You can't make it come to life at small scales. Even 1/350 is a good size scale. Not too big, not too small. But this gets limits too. But something like this is big. This is a very optional kit. I mean, you can do anything with this thing. With this bad girl right here, you can make a nice display piece out of, which I intend to be. Or if you're a radio control buff, get yourself a 2-to-1 reduction gear reduction. Get yourself a 3-to-1 reduction gearbox. Hook up a good motor, 6-volt motor, and run your all 3 screws on there if you wish. And now for all you radio control boys, a lot of you guys do like everybody else will do. Everybody, first thing everybody will be doing, they'll be drilling holes to these portholes through here. That's how we do it. I'm going to drill these holes out. So all the portholes will receive light too. and there'll be extra LED stuff I can get to down there at Parts Express. They got the same stuff I got out of that kit right there. Has backing on it. You take it, you can apply it where you want to. That'll be all in the hull. And before you do anything, the good folks of Trumpeter did this. Here's the deal, children. See a little hole right there where my finger's at? I don't know if that camera will pick it up or not. Right there where my finger's at. There's a little hole that's already been pre-drilled for you. All you gotta do is open it up. That's where all your electrical wiring goes through. Now if you're ready to control, don't go there. Don't go there. You can go LEDs, yes, but you gotta put a terminal board in that thing with a power source. That terminal board will hook up all your LEDs. Because there's plenty of room in this here ship here to put anything there. You can put a smoke generator in there if you wish. You can put your battery here for your propulsion. Anything else, like I say, you can put a terminal board that operates different parts of the ship with a lighting system. And all you gotta do is just do what the kit suggests. And when you add more, and hook up the terminal system, then you can operate all your lights. Now, if you're gonna make radio control out of this thing, you gotta be quite certain that they don't get too crazy with the portholes. You can get crazy with them to a certain point. Now, on this Titanic right here, no stones were left uncovered when he built this thing. The only flub up they made was back here. And I imagine they produce any more of these things. They're probably improving by doing this, but that ain't gonna bother me. I don't care. This is the Titanic. Looks like a Titanic, but this is the Titanic. Now, what I was getting at a while ago, there's some real small holes. They're real finito, real small in here. Don't drill those out. What those holes are is part of your flooding system, your ballast system, and also your sewage. There's all those small holes there because this thing is constantly got water running through it, taking on ballast, and that's all your ballast openings there. So you don't want to drill those out. Otherwise, this thing goes down like a stone, like the Carol Moran did. Well, Carol Moran went down quick. I didn't get a chance to see it sink. This thing I know is like Houdini. You see it? Bat your eye, it's gone. So there's a hole right there you can drill through there to run your wiring through there. A model this size, and plus you got to add the value of the money into it. What do you got to make a selection to choose from? What are you going to do? You're going to make a rear control, or make a good display piece for the lights. I may make this thing rear control. I don't know. But something like this is too fragile to put out in the water. That's what scares me in something like this. I've seen them on YouTube. They do very well in the water, look real nice, real neat. But there's a fragility of it. So you got to be very, very careful in handling this thing. You're going to put it in the water. Me, like I say, I'm going to make a display piece out of it. I want to make radio control, but if I should live so long, I'll buy me another one of these and make a radio job out of it. Since I got room in here now to build this thing, as you can see, everything's going to be fine. I got my tools in here. I got my jacks, air compressors, and everything in here. And I ain't gonna get too crazy. I'm gonna get comfortable enough to build out here, guys. Add my camera system because pretty soon I'm gonna be moving out of here. As soon as Mr. Schultz gives me the thumbs up, I'll be out of this place in one day. I'll call my boss up. Hey, I ain't gonna be able to go to work today. I got things to do and places to go. And I can do more there than I can here for today. That's okay, Frankie. Take a couple days off. And I said, you got it. That's what I'll do. Take a couple of days off. Yeah. I'll tell you something else I gotta tell you about. Yeah. Right here. I knew there was something. Before I close the video here, I'm going to show you guys something. these hexagon rectangular pieces here, you see here. I don't know if you can see it or not. Where am I? Right here. Where are my fingers at? The rectangular holes. Those are your scuppers. Yes, your scuppers. Over here, going aft, towards the poop deck, the break of the well deck, you got the same thing here. But it's not, it hasn't been cut out like the other one. So we cut those out and use a square jeweler's file to make sure those are good and straight. Because you want to fub this thing up. You got a $500 piece of plastic here. And one slip of this, one slip of that will put you behind here and there, and you'll be disgusted with yourself. So after you cut those out, file them very nicely and neatly, and they'll look fine. Yeah. I can see some of that machine oil on this thing. Can't smell it, but it's on there. Like I say, wash this puppy down real good. Use plenty of hot water, soap, give her a good rub-a-dub-dub, 5 minutes in a tub, whatever you got to do to clean this bad boy up, make it sano. Then apply your primer. But make sure that your portholes and everything have been opened up first. Get all your work done. That way it'll clean everything up. Okay, that's the conclusion of the unboxing view with Trumpeter's 1/200 scale RMS Titanic, the Queen of the Seas, the fallibility of mankind and arrogance that sunk her. A wonderful model, guys. If you got money enough like that, it's like I say, it's all by desire. It ain't the money has nothing to do with it, fellas. It's up to the builder. If you want to go out and detail it up, everything's out there. There's nothing uncovered out there. I'm thinking about going ahead and put a deck on this thing. I think I'm going to a couple $100. I'll research that tonight. If there is, I'll go ahead and buy it. That's about as far as I'll go. There's a lot of stuff out there that's very tempting to get in this thing, guys, but this is your magic in your hands. You can make stuff like that. You can use your hands. Save yourself some money. But like I say, I would not suggest to buy this for a young'un. It's a big model, and it's got a lot of parts at it and stuff. And like I said about 10 minutes ago, if you're going to buy this for your son for his birthday, you guys build together, teach, no, do this first, son. Oh, that's wrong. Over here, you mask this, you cut that, go ahead and do it. I'll watch you. That's very good. And you can help him out with parts and stuff, you know. Like my dad did to me. He sat down next to me and showed me this and showed me that. Even a model this size in a museum and model shots made for the government takes 2 people, my dad said, to build one of these. One guy be working at one end, you'd be working at the other end. And you got these big old 1/2 scale giants. One's about 30 feet long, 25 feet long. Takes about 5 to 6 people to work on. They'll work on them all the time on them. I mean, you got them all ganged up on it. Makes it go quicker. You get one guy build it, thing, it'll take years. And believe you me, when you're selling this product to the client, you want to make sure it's built before you pronounce it to them. So you can guys build a model like this, you go up to Bruce Ismay and say, look, here's the ship that we're building for you. I designed her with 16 watertight compartments. In a conjunction of a collision aft or forward, 2 bulkheads can be violated and still stay afloat. Now, if 3 bulkheads are violated, we can stay afloat. Now, with 4 bulkheads wrapped, with four bulkheads violated, either fore and aft, with a double stern, with a double bow, with a double hull, this thing will virtually be unsinkable. It'll still stay afloat. And that's how you sell your product to the client. Bruce Esmay looked at it and says, it's a beautiful job. Builder. So what's all these lifeboats on here for? Well, that's what that's what calls for 48 lifeboats. take them off. I built the ship as you say it's unsinkable, so why need it many lifeboats for? That's exactly what he said. And Alexander Carlisle, which was the builder's, I guess it was his nephew. He actually designed the ship itself, and he cautioned and warned Bruce Ismay. He told his peers, even William Peary. He told him, look, you got to think of the unthinkable. No ship in the history of this world has been built this size, this big. And you got 16 lifeboats on here? He said, you must think of the unthinkable. For 3,000 people, you know. He warned them. Actually, he quit because they got a big old baffle over that, and they call it quits. So like I am, I'm going to call it quits right now too. It's getting a little chilly out here. So this is the conclusion of the inbox review. With Trumpeter's 1/200 scale RMS Titanic. If any of you guys got one, I know you're loving it, you're building it, you see what you get yourself into. It's a beautiful model, it takes space, a lot of room, and this is the place that can do it. And if you got one, your stash, build it. And if you think about getting one, buy one, because pretty soon there ain't gonna be no more of those left. And if they are, there'll be a lot of money. As an overview of the kit, I like what I see, and except I don't like the anchor chains they give you. And with my hands, I can turn it into a silk purse. I know I can. And I'm happy with it. If I'm going to go out and buy anything different, it'd be more LEDs, which I'm going to put inside the hull here. And I might just go ahead and get me a wooden deck. I got to figure that out. I'll make that decision when I see it. If the price is right, I'll go ahead and buy it. And I'll let you gentlemen know I bought it and show it to you on the tube. Okay, tonight I got I'm going to start building that Hong Kong Models 148 scale Lancaster. Last night, after I made that video of the final reveal for the what's the little plane or what? No, it was the final reveal for that. No, it was the inbox review, wasn't it? Inbox review of the. Jesus, I forget. What was it? Huh. I got so much on my mind, guys, right now. You got to excuse me. Anyway, it's gonna. I brought out my Lancaster, my Tamiya kit, clean it real well. So all it needs is decals on it and touch up painting here and there and give it a wash of white on it and be all finished. And I like to use that as a comparison kit compared to the Hong Kong models, just like Nigel did on his. Yeah, the Hong Kong model. How can I forget? Jesus Christ. Yeah. So that's almost done anyway. I took it out here last night, cleaned it up real well. Looks pristine, good shape. So I'm going to go ahead and use that as a comparison build. And when the final reveal comes, I'll bring it together and compare Lancasters. And so anyway, I did take the unpainted cockpit out of that kit and kept it for the Hong Kong models in case if I get the same eyes that Nigel has on his. And if I don't like the canopy they gave you, I'll just go ahead and use Tamiya kit. But it seems like to me, both canopies are canopies. They work very well. It's a Lancaster. That's who you'd be really picking things, but I don't know. I took it out just for cautionary measures. Okay, I'm getting cold. I'm getting out of here. I'm rambling a lot here because we're getting excited. Okay, this is Frankie Day Model signing out of here, and we'll swing it right back down to the camera, and we'll finish up the video from there. Okay, I'm out of here, boys. I'll catch you on the next video, and we'll turn the camera back to me. We'll see you next video. Go ahead, Frank, get yourself back in order here. Man, it's cold out there. Hope you guys enjoyed that inbox review. Seems like it worked out pretty good for me. It'll get better, guys. It'll get better. So I got some space out there. I can really get some pictures going, videos going, and things. Okay, like I said, I want to get this Lancaster finished up first before I get started in HK models and the HK models of the Lancaster. I'll call it my comparison build. Yeah. And see which one I like the best out of them. Just more personal gratification. And they're both good. To me, a kid's a good kid. I enjoy the hell out of this thing. She's old like me. We kicked up around for a long time, and and well, she ain't ready to be retired yet, guys. Believe me. To me, it ain't gonna let her get away that quick. And this will be my comparison build. Okay, so that'll be it for the Lancaster. It'll be it for me. Next video it'll be the SP2C. I'll have her all appreciated. That'll be the appreciated video. Next video will be all finished. Okay, I have about a couple videos on her that I've done, so probably have a video later on tonight on my SP2C Helldiver. So I'm gonna be doing some appreciating on that. I got the motors all painted up there. They go good there. It's that old right cyclone they use, 1200 horsepower. Okay, I'm out of here. Thank you very much, guys, for watching my videos. I'm very, very delighted and very honored each one of you. Thank you for my old subscribers, all my new subscribers, just reviewers. I'm very deeply honored. And I'm going to try to improve my videos by giving you guys some better videos than I have been doing lately. So I kind of like the idea of what I've been doing by getting that camera right there, get some camera action. Out there was just distance and broom. Different world, but it's always the same, guys. You got to work with what you got. It's like the old saying: when you go to war, you got to go to war with what you got, and until things better arise, and things will be better arise. Because soon I'll be getting my new home, and oh boy, I'm gonna be a very happy camper. I'll be going to church every day. Hey, say God, please give me that 10, 20 more years, so I can enjoy this beautiful life right now I got going on. Okay. This is Frankie Day Mama signing off. Take care, Mama. Take care of little ones. Stay focused when you drive. Beware of your surroundings. And like Stu Avery says of Stu's models, get kick crazy. Winter's not over with yet. It's still there, kicking around. So it's perfect time to build a model. Take care of your affairs. Take care of everything. And God bless you all. And please say your prayers. We'll see you in the next video. This is Frankie Day signing off with Frankie Day Models. Bye, boys. Take care of yourself. God love you all.